Hello, students of class 9. Today we are going to continue chapter 2, the Vedic period. So, I hope the previous classes were clear to you all. So, today we'll continue the chapter and we are going to learn the four ashramas. In the early Vedic period, man grew up according to the family traditions. However, in the later Vedic period, the whole lifespan of an Aryan came to be divided into four periods. Four periods means the four stages of the life, and it was called as four ashramas. Okay, the life was divided into four stages, and each stage had 25 years duration was there. Okay, so the four ashramas are: first one brahmacharya, grihastha, vanaprastha and sannyasa. So first we'll see brahmacharya ashram. So the brahmacharya ashram lasted up to the age of 25 years. That is, a child, when he attend 1 year, the child will be taken to Gurukula. Okay, so from 1 year to 25 years, the child will spend this stage in Gurukula by attending education, observing strict discipline, and he will be acquiring the knowledge. Okay, so the upper class family members, they were sending their children, especially boys, were sent to Gurukulas. Okay, so nowadays you can see the children who are studying in boarding schools and all, at least in the vacation time they can come to their houses, isn't it? Whereas here in later Vedic period, in brahmacharya ashram, it was not like that. So from 1 year to 25 years, the child is not allowed to meet his family or go to his house also. The family members, they see their child after 1 year, after 25 years. Okay, so 1 year they will send him to Gurukula, and after that, after 25 years, they will meet their child. Understood? So next we'll see Grihastha ashram. So here Grihastha ashram, you can see the child will attain 25 years of age. After completing his education, he will come back to his house. Okay, then next stage of life we call it as Grihastha ashram. So in this period, man was supposed to get married and raise his family. Okay, as a householder, he has to take responsibility to maintaining his family, and this period it lasted from 25 to 50 years. So from 25 to 50 years, he will be looking after his family. Okay, after that, the third stage is Vanaprastha. Okay, so this stage it lasted from age 50 to 75 years. So during this period, man was expected to retire from worldly life and acquire spiritual and philosophical knowledge here. So usually male or men, they used to go for Vanaprastha ashram. Okay, so after 50 years, what he will do is expected to retire from the family life, and he goes to acquire the spiritual knowledge. So this stage of life is called Vanaprastha ashram. And the last stage is Sannyasa ashram. So this stage it lasts from 75 to 100 years and was called the sannyasa ashram. So this was the period of renunciation, and man had to leave everything forever. That is, he has to leave his family members, and he has to go far away from his family members. That is usually in this stage he will go to forest region. Okay, and man had to leave everything forever and go into meditation in order to attain moksha or salvation. Okay, in order to attain moksha he will be meditating. So that is, he is waiting for his death. Okay, so that stage is from 75 to 100 years. So nowadays most of the people they may not live till 100 years. So next we'll see education. Education was imparted through private gurukulas. Okay, so here the school was called as gurukulas. So here the residence of the guru was called gurukula, and the meaning of gurukula means family of the guru. Guru means guru's family. Okay, gurukula. And this was the most sacred institution, and the gurukulas usually it was situated outskirts of the city or in the forest region. You can see gurukulas. The student he has to live along with the guru, and guru he treats his student as his own child. So the child or the student has to do all the household work for the teacher. He had to get up early in the morning, that is 3 o'clock, and take bath and chant the Vedic mantras. Okay, so here the education or the teaching was done orally, and after that he used to do all the household work. And after completing the education, that is by this time he will be attending the age of 25 years, he will complete his education, and the student used to give guru dakshina to the guru, that was his fees. So according to the status of the students, they used to give gift to their teachers. The Guru was greatly respected and revered. The main object of the education was to bring about physical, mental, and spiritual development of the pupil. The subject of the study was like Vedas, Puranas, grammar, mathematics, ethics, logic, and military science were the subjects taught to the students. Two women teachers named Maitri and Gargi were considered greatly respected. Okay, so they were the two teachers who were greatly respected in those days, and they were considered as gifted also, because most of the time you can see women were not allowed to gain education. Understood? So I hope this topic was clear to you all. So children, you revise this topic. Okay, so thank you once again.